What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke. My voice isn't completely back to normal, but I am making progress on that, so thank you guys for bearing with me. Now, we're going to be taking a look at the Slow Hand as part of my Does It Suck series in this video. The Slow Hand is a weapon with a very funny name and red text combination, but it is a unique E-Tech Moxxie shotgun from the second campaign DLC, Mr. Torgue's campaign of Carnage. Now, this particular weapon is only truly good with the Practicable prefix or the foregrip accessory. There are a couple other shotguns that are only truly good with that foregrip accessory, like the Sword Explosion, or the Casual Sword Explosion is what it's named as a Torgue weapon, but that's actually a really good weapon with that foregrip accessory, and the same thing with the Rustler's Orphan Maker. Now, the Practicable Slow Hand gets 3 pellets, and other versions of the Slow Hand will only get 1 pellet. And so that effectively triples the DPS of the Practicable Slow Hand, more or less. Now, this weapon does consume 2 ammo per shot, and it does have a fairly small magazine size unboosted at 10, which would only give you 5 shots per magazine. But I am using a chaotic neutral rogue comm, which brings my magazine size up to 15, and that will give me 8 shots per magazine, and so that's actually pretty nice. Now, unfortunately, being an E-Tech shotgun, this weapon cannot get critical hits, so the boost from headshot goes completely to waste, and the critical hit damage from killer and velocity kind of go to waste, but I do get some extra boost from this weapon from precision, which is going to tighten up the spread. The reload speed from killer is really nice, and the increase in bullet speed is nice from velocity. Obviously, one shot, one kill is almost always excellent with shotguns. Two Fang actually improves the fire rate of this weapon tremendously, and it makes it pretty damn solid. Unfortunately, this weapon can also not bore, I believe. But we're going to go ahead and try it out here in the Washburn Refinery and see how we do. Now, I also tested out this weapon with Maya, and it's pretty solid with Maya as well. So I'm going to run a quick test with Zero right quick, and you can see that it actually is going to eat through these enemies pretty quickly. Now, one thing that is cool about this weapon is that it can deal damage to multiple enemies at once. And I was actually quite liking that effect with Maya's Converge skill. We're going to see if it actually works out here with Zero as well. So as you can see, it tore those enemies up pretty damn quickly. And so that's nice. We're going to concentrate on killing this hot loader here. Being a Moxxie weapon, this weapon is going to heal you quite quickly at overpower level 8. Obviously, it does have a relatively low healing percentage compared to, say, a Grog Nozzle or a Ruby even. But because it deals so much damage at overpower level 8 relative to how much health you have, it's going to heal you very, very quickly. And so that's actually pretty cool. One thing to watch out for with this weapon, though, is that it can deal damage to yourself. And so that's something you definitely have to watch out for. It can also apply a damage over time to oneself, and that can actually be pretty damn dangerous, especially at overpower levels. So don't shoot it too close to your feet, or you may very well kill yourself with this weapon. But other than the fact that it can't crit and it can't bore, this weapon actually makes up for that quite a bit by having a huge base damage and being able to get that Practicable prefix on Hyperion shotguns that is going to make it very, very powerful. So that's actually really cool. It did pretty well in that first room, and we're going to take it here to this badass loader and see how we do. It's definitely not the most ammo efficient shotgun in the world. It is going to eat through ammo pretty quickly with its high fire rate and decent magazine size, and obviously, consuming 2 ammo per shot as well. But at the same time, I mean, it eats through badass loaders pretty damn quickly, and that's pretty cool. And like I said, the healing effect at overpower levels is going to heal you up above health gate with almost every shot on a slagged enemy. And so that's actually really nice. The game was being pretty generous there with the shotgun ammunition, so we shouldn't run out. We're going to continue on here into further reaches of the Washburn Refinery. My voice is going out a little bit on me here, guys. I'm sorry about that. But I do want to make a video today, and I hope you guys, still enjoy it and stuff. We'll see if it has any one-shot, one-kill power here. Oops. It may have if I didn't actually miss with that shot there. But I did. I think damage over time killed that guy. Or maybe it was my antagonist shield. One of the two. I'm going to blow up these barrels real quick, and then we're going to try, again, to one-shot, one-kill one of these enemies in here. not being able to get critical hits, I mean, taking out half an enemy's health is still pretty good. So, I mean, doesn't have the one-shot, one-kill power that other shotguns do. This weapon probably doesn't have the greatest synergy with Zero. Like I said, it was actually pretty fun with Maya, especially against bandits, because, you know, you get quite a few bandits spawning at one time, especially lunatics and stuff like that, and she can group them up with Converge and kill them all very, very quickly. It doesn't seem to work with chain reaction, unfortunately, and that's kind of a shame. It would be nice if they would bounce around and cause a whole bunch of splash damage and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem to be within the weapon's, you know, realm of capability and stuff. However, it's still a powerful enough weapon to warrant use, and that's pretty cool. I mean, it tore that hot loader up. This guy needs to be reslagged, but now that he is reslagged, it's eating him up pretty well, just like the hot loader. Got two loaders kind of together here. You'll be able to see it kill two loaders at once. And so that's something that's actually really cool about the weapon. Looks like we got one more enemy here before the badass loader. So he's dead now. We still have actually quite a bit of ammo, more ammo than I was anticipating having at this particular moment. I'm going to go ahead and get Kunai here on Big Guy, and we'll get ready to take him out. I mean, it takes out 3/4 of his health in one magazine there, and you can see how quickly it healed me after I was, you know, below health gate. It looked like one shot was enough to put me back above it, and so that's actually pretty damn solid. You can't complain about that. We're going to go ahead and bust a couple barrels in this room before we get fully engaged with some of these enemies. Is that a barrel right there? It sure was. And another barrel right there. Alright. Barrels have been dealt with. We're going to deal with this R loader now. Hopefully the kunai lower his shield. They didn't quite do the job, but they got close. Take that guy out now. Get some slag on these fellas back here. It ate up that gun loader really quickly. Reload speed with Killer is actually very minimal, and so that's pretty nice. Go ahead and deal with some of these other enemies back here. Wow, we killed something, so that was neat. I mean, this weapon, not being able to get critical hits, does very, very well. I am out of ammo right now, so that is something to note about the weapon. But other than that, it's doing very, very well. Again, putting me back above health gate very, very quickly. We ran out of ammo, mainly due to my negligence. I noticed that I, had done some other runs in other areas and not really run out of ammo. And I definitely could have opened these two chests back here and definitely not run out of ammo. So don't really count that fully against the weapon. It's not terribly ammo inefficient, but you probably should open chests with this weapon, I'd say. Other than that, though, I mean, for not being able to get critical hits, you would think that a weapon would be pretty terrible on Zero. And you can see that this weapon is definitely not terrible. It's actually pretty damn strong. If it could get critical hits, it might be the best mobbing shotgun in the game, because it's got some things going for it. That healing effect is nice. The ability to deal damage to multiple enemies at a time is really nice. And, it's just overall kind of a fun weapon to use. I like the noise it makes. And like I said, being able to get that prefix that adds 2 extra pellets is really what makes this weapon. Without that, this weapon really wouldn't be very powerful. But with it, it's actually quite powerful. Not extremely powerful. It's not, as strong as like a twister or an interfacer or anything, but it's pretty damn solid. Oops, so like I said, you can kill yourself with this weapon, so that's something to watch out for. But if you do, and you're close enough to an enemy, it's powerful enough that it will probably get you a second wind. So, a couple little things about this weapon. Don't kill yourself with it, because that's definitely possible, and it's definitely possible to apply damage over time to yourself like I just did there. But other than that, I would say that this weapon definitely doesn't suck. It's actually a pretty solid little gun, and it's kind of fun to use. With some other characters like Krieg and Salvador, this weapon is especially powerful. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. Please take time to notice the combination of the slow hand's name and red text. I mean, it's called a slow hand, and then the red text says, "Take your time, sugar." That's actually kind of funny to me. Alright guys, so on that note, we are going to end the video. One more time, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye guys.